What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back again, Nola Gold, with another spoiler preview video. Yes, new cards, new day. I definitely love the Zoe cards that were dropped yesterday. Very excited about that. If you missed that video, make sure you go back and watch it. Today, no champ, but hype's still real, right? New cards. Let's see what happens. Starting out, we're just going to do the video today. Well, I usually like using the cosmic graphic because it's easy to see, but we'll go through the Riot video today. Hunt the week. This is what's being moused over. Noxus, 2 mana. Let's get into it. Noxus slow spell. Whoa, that happened real quick. I didn't read the card yet. Your opponent discards the weakest follower from hand. Oh, wow. Some discard. We haven't really seen any discard in this game. That's one thing that I feel like could be lacking. Your opponent discards the weakest follower from hand. 2 mana. You can mess up their play. If you have the attack token on evens, turn 2, you can hunt the weak and steal their turn 2 play. And it effectively removes it unless they have another 2-drop, because then they'll just play the other 2-drop. So, you know, it's a 1-for-1 trade. It is slow. It's going to be discard, as we haven't seen it in Legends of Runeterra yet. Like outside of stealing a card from your opponent's hand, which never really saw play. This card and discard in general, there's a couple ground rules I need to lay for you. Discard gets a lot worse as the game goes on. That means this is going to be a bad top deck later in the game for sure. And it is an interesting effect because you don't have to remove the thing that's in play. If it has a last breath effect, you know, they won't get that. Think about using this and grabbing something like an Avarosian Trapper. That's pretty big. I'm curious as how the tiebreakers work. I really need to learn how that works. I'm sure there's a set of tiebreakers. It says weakest. What if they're tied on power and toughness? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the tiebreakers work. But it only gets followers, doesn't get champs. It's not going to be that good against spell-heavy decks, I don't think. Sometimes those spell-heavy decks might be unit light. Like, think about like a Fior Shin. If you can grab like their River Shaper, then, you know, they might not have much to work with because you're Noxus, so you can maybe pair that with some removal and then really just run them out of threats. And Hunt the Weak, I'm happy to see discard in the game. This take on the discard their weakest card, their weakest follower. It doesn't look good in the text, but I think in the way it plays out, it might be good. Again, not good in the late game top decks. So it will be a little bit more situational. One thing about Legends of Runeterra, and one thing that I've liked about Legends of Runeterra, is that action is packed throughout the whole game, where, you know, you draw something late game, even if it doesn't cost the full amount of your mana. Generally, it can impact the board in some way, and this card doesn't look like it will in the late game. I don't think that it's going to make it bad. I think this type of effect is going to be good in some circumstances. So yeah, I'm excited about having discard in the game as just a mechanic that hasn't existed yet. Brutal Hunter, 4 mana, 3/3, also Noxus. When I'm summoned, give me quick attack this round. Quick attack challenger is great. 4 mana, 3/3, not a great stat line. But if you get the challenger, you know, quick attack, we see it with Diana. 4 mana, 3/3, not that great. But if you get the free off of it, I guess it's not that bad either. It will still have Challenger later, so you could potentially get a 2-for-1 out of this thing, which is brutal. Aptly named. So, yeah, I mean, whenever I think 4 mana 3/3s, I think like Babbling Bjerg, it's getting something bigger. This is just going to be value, so you'll get the 2-for-1. I mean, Babbling Bjerg's getting a 2-for-1 in a way. You don't have to commit more mana to get the full 2-for-1, though. So, I don't know. A fine card, Challenger. Wrathful Rider. Another challenger. Big Noxus challenger. A lot of challengers in the Noxus. Look at this. 5 mana. This is common. 7/3 challenger. So that's a big challenger. Like power-wise. It can take out some big things. So I don't think the stat line is that great. 3 toughness. It will die. It'll most certainly trade with a lot of things. But it does open up some options maybe. To having more challengers, if you can give the challengers quick attack, that's cool. Maybe Legion Drummer steps up a lot You could have this Challenger Legion Drummer thing going. This could be a 5-drop behind Ash, potentially, to get your Ash Challenger thing going. If you want to have more Challengers in that deck, sometimes the meta might warrant you wanting to play more Challengers. 7 is kind of strong, though, because it could eat things like Tom Kench. It could eat a leveled Soraka. So having a higher power line can help in those matches, you know, as an option. It's a nice option. Nothing I'm really excited about, though. Not going to be like, can't wait to play this card. And now we get the epic, baby. 6 mana Noxus. This is what we want. Errol the Tracker. Ariel? We're talking like Under the Sea Ariel? Or are we talking about like a real? Like, are you a real? Like faux real, only with an A? Don't know. Pronunciations are not my thing. Ariel the Tracker. Round in. 6 mana, 2/5. This stat line's terrible. Okay, 5 toughness at least. It has some survivability. Its stats are on the back end, but this better do something great. Round in, if you cast a spell... Oh, look, I need to change my... I need to move my camera over. Look at me. Alright, if you cast a spell on me this round, I strike the weakest enemy. What spell are we going to cast on this? And it doesn't trigger until the end of the round, too. It doesn't, like, just happen whenever you target her. So... If you cast a spell on me, what spells are we casting on Ariel? You can maybe play her with barriers. Something you could do. You could do some target stuff. Use Spell Shielder. You can transfusion her. I'm not sure what else is going to be going great with this. Barrier probably makes the most sense. I honestly don't think this card is going to be that good. 6 mana, 2/5. I think they need to change the stat line for it to be good. It strikes the weakest enemy. Now, do note that this strike is not a fight. So, it is a one-way street on the strike. So, that does make this ability a lot better. Because you don't have to worry about your, Ariel getting hit back. So, you can just, alright. 2 damage to your weakest thing. 2 damage to your weakest thing if you target it. Probably something like a mid-range Draven deck. That's a possibility. Troll Chant. That's one. Maybe like a Freljord. And this could be like the mid-game control element to it. But, 6 mana? I mean, it's going to take a while. You have to have 6 mana, plus you have to have spell mana banked, or have a Draven Axe, which is card disadvantage, to actually get its effect the turn that it comes into play. It seems pretty slow. It seems pretty slow to me. And would need a little protection as well. I mean, it dies to a lot. Cullen Strike. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a bomb and expedition, I think. But not that exciting, I don't think. I mean, not really. I mean, you can maybe try and build a deck around her. But I don't think games are really played like that at this stage in the game. Whenever you look at 6 mana and the way that the game is played, like, you can't play Howling Abyss in Legends of Runeterra because you do nothing on turn 7, right? And then, yeah, okay, you get your value after that. But it's a big risk to do something like a do nothing. Now, this is far from do nothing because it is a 2/5. But 2/5 is, I mean, put this up against the other 6 drops in the game. Say you're playing against some that ramp, they could easily be playing Trinimir at that point. Okay, if they're another mid-range deck, yeah, you play this 2/5, it's going to die. Okay, it's going to die to the Swain. It's going to die to the Cullen Strike. It could die to Flock. It could die to a lot of things. Also, is this effect even that good in those mid-range fights anyway? It seems like this is maybe a better top-end against a creature. It doesn't even block Fearsome. There's a lot of problems with this card. And I don't think it's going to be that great. Now, it will have its spot, like every card does. And so I'm excited to see. And I'm willing to be wrong. But I'm not excited. This card doesn't really excite me. Do we have another one? Can we get another one? One more, please. Another one. Nope, no more. That's it. The video replays. And we will check in on the Cosmic tweet. Shout out to Cosmic, who always makes these useful graphics. LOR has been putting out their own graphics whenever they're dropping champions, but on the non-champion spoil days, Cosmic fills in on the Slack. So make sure you check out Cosmic Plays on Twitter to get up on that. And on Twitch, he's also a streamer. So speaking of streaming, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the live stream. All the links down below. And if you enjoyed this content, want to see more of it, there's plenty of ways to support the stream and YouTube down below. But the most important way that you can support it is by sharing this. Yes, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more, what kind of videos do you want to see, leave a comment. I read all the comments. I reply to all the comments. And share this video with anybody that hasn't seen a spoiler yet. You see the new cards, just send them my video. They say, no, I haven't seen the new cards yet. Send them the video. One love, baby. Good vibes, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.